Hi there. I'm here to just explain how I like to organize clothes for the Rhea Lana Consignment sale. First off, you want to clean all the clothes and make sure that there's no buttons missing, no stains, no tears. Then you want to put them on the hangers, make sure the hangers are like a question mark. After that, I like to use very large safety pins. I'll use 2 safety pins, one for each side. And then you can put the tag later on one of the safety pins. It does double duty. So after you hang up all your clothes, you want to separate them boys and girls. After that, I like to organize them by size. So I hang them up because I have this bathroom railing that we don't use. So we organize them by size using these hangers, and this is how I like to do it. It keeps it very simple. I don't have to keep looking back at the sizes. I just know that everything behind this hanger is 3 months. So that's how I like to organize it. Each size has its own hanger, and then I just go from there. After you organize it by size, what I like to do is I don't tag it until the last minute, because I like to start about a month and a half beforehand, because you want to make sure you get everything you can into the sale, and inevitably there's going to be some things that you leave out, and it's a lot easier to put it in and not have to change the order of the list, not have to go back into the system or have to change your tags. It's so much easier. I like to just organize them and then wait a week or two, because I like to start really early, and then keep putting them in until I decide, okay, you know what, I think I'm done. I don't think there's any more left. So then I go back and I write on these tags. You can get them, pretty much everywhere has them. And I like to write in really big letters. And so one other thing I do while I'm tagging is I like to I'll write down the size of the item, a few descriptors. So I would say dress, pink, flowers, size 3 months, and then put a price. I just do that for each one. I don't have internet at home, and I find it so much easier if I just have it all written down on paper, and then I go to the computer and I can just look back and forth. So that's the way I like to do it. It's a little bit more writing, but in the end I feel like it's just simpler and quicker when you input it into the computer, for me at least. So after I put all these numbers on and I have them written down in order on my paper, and you've finalized your list, you print out your list, and then you can print out the tag labels. I like to do it at home because I'm impatient. I don't want to wait in long lines. I don't want to wait when I get to the building where there's a lot of people trying to get their tags on. So I like to print them out at home and put them on at home. So when you print them out, you'll notice this is kind of what they look like. There's a barcode. This barcode goes on the back, so it wraps around. This is the front, and you don't want the barcode to be on that edge. So you want to make sure that full barcode is on the back. You wrap them around the tag so that they look like this. And then another thing I like to do is when I'm tagging, to keep them in order after I've put them in the numbers order, I like to use these zip ties. And I put a zip tie around each 5 hangers. That way, when you're taking things off and moving them, because you are going to be transferring them, things stay together and they don't fall off, and you know exactly what order they're in. So I like to keep them tied together like that. So after I've done putting on the labels, the last thing I like to do is, when it's completely done, put it in one of these totes. Now you can either put it backwards so that the earliest number is on top, or you can put them where 1, 2, 3 are on the bottom and the highest numbers are on the top. Just depending on, you just got to remember which way you did it, and I'm sure you just check. And I like to label the boxes, which from like 1 to 25 are in this box. And so I like to be very precise, very organized. That way it's boom, boom, boom. You get it done when you get there, and you're not fumbling around, confused, or things don't get out of order. So when you get there, you're going to be putting things on racks again from your box. So I highly recommend getting one of those boxes. You put them in order. They're going to go through them, each one in order, looking at the tags, looking at the condition of the clothes, and then you yourself are going to go put them on the racks yourself. So that's why it may sound like a lot ahead of time, but it really pays off when you get there and you can get it done really fast and get out. Thank you for watching.